heels of night one of SummerSlam, WWE returned to MetLife Stadium for the second night, headlined by John Cena against Cody Rhodes in a rematch of the WrestleMania 41 main event, as well as several other matches, including the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Naomi in a triple threat, less than a month after Naomi won the belt. Despite the babyfaces jumping on her early, Naomi eventually seals control using initiative offense to take down the Eradicator and the Genius of Sky. Ripley fought back though and eventually sent the champion to the floor before pairing off with Sky. Back and forth action ensued, with the previous two champs seeking to one-up each other before Naomi rejoined the fray. Sky would flatten Ripley with over the moonsault, but the Globe delivered a full Nelson bomb to almost steal the win. Chance of this is awesome reign with stands as Ripley blasted Sky with a big boom and further out with SummerSlam Naomi onto the floor. Io answered with a sunset flip powerbomb that drove the Australian Oz into her opponent at ringside. As she was at Evolution, Naomi proved resourceful in a match and waited until delivering an avalanche riptide from the top right, then rolled Mummy into the pin for the win. A really good victory for Naomi. I think it's kind of mainly about Ripley and Sky, and Naomi got there and got the win. I think that's kind of good for her character and fitted into how it should be used. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. We then got a TLC match for the Tag Team Championships, the Wyatt Six against Fraxium, DIY, MCMG, Street Profits and Andrade and Rey Fenix. Advertised, this match was a car wreck, a demolition derby featuring all 12 competitors, and then Summer's Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Candice LeRae, Nikki Cross and B-Fab all got involved in hoping their team earned the victory. Ultimately, it was the Wyatt Six who outlanded a high-risk and punishing bumps to emerge victorious, retain their titles as the numbers game proved too much for the others to overcome. I thought it was a really fun match, exactly what I kind of wanted to see from this match. I think the Wyatt Six retaining is probably the right decision, makes sense for them, gives them a big win too. So yeah, 7 out of 10. We then got an ADQ match for the Women's IC title with Becky Lynch taking on Lyra Valkyria. With the Valkyria make her the first two-time champ. A loss means she couldn't challenge again while Becky holds the goals. The rivalry brutalised each other, unloading with their own impressive offense, adding some pro wrestling plunder to the mix for good measure. The cerebral Lynch bound her opponent's wrists together using a pair of zap ties, putting Valkyria on the defensive for a large portion of the match. Not to be deterred, the challenger executed the picture-perfect drop kick and moonsault, then freed herself in time to land the man with a barrage of kendo stick shots. Late in the match, Becky saved Valkyria from significant injury at the hands of her opponent, unloaded on Lynch. A missed charge sent the role model into the front row, but she was far from out of the picture. Later, she re-emerged, accidentally blasting Valkyria with a steel chain and setting up Lynch's victory with the manhandle slam. This gets a 7 out of 10 for me. This was really good. Yeah, I think probably the right time to end the rivalry, but yeah, it's another great match between the two of them. Really enjoyed it and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. The debut of Taya Tonga at Night of Champions helped deliver Solo Sikoa the US title bout, but he defended it here against Jacob Fatu inside a steel cage. Sikoa impressed early, pouncing on Fatu and dominating the action. Still, the Smile Werewolf fought his way back into the bout and appeared to be on his way to the victory when the MFT interfered. Jimmy Uso attempted to make the save, but ate a big boot from Tonga, who factored into the finish moments later. Fatu escaped an attempted handcuffing and stopped Sikoa from a cowardly escape, though through the door. He dispatched Mateo, but Tonga booted the door back in his face, taking him out and allowing Sikoa to fall to the floor to the win. The defeated babyface got his heat back afterwards, delivering a splash from the top of the cage to Laura and Mateo. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. For me, this didn't really click. Sikoa retaining, whatever, but yeah, just in general, the match and all the interference just didn't really click. And I guess it's kind of a sign of the tiredness of this whole Bloodline stuff without like Reigns and Uso involved, etc., etc. After weeks of torment at the hands of AJ Styles, IC champ Dominic Mysterio defended against the Phenomenal One Sunday night. Champion and challenger wrestled a great match that was a big one big ode to the late great Eddie Guerrero. From Styles geared several trademark Guerrero spots to the finish itself, it was a match that paid tribute to one of the greatest influences in either competitor's career. Late in the bout, Mysterio unzipped his boot when Styles grabbed hold of his ankle to tighten his grasp on the calf crusher. The boot slid off Mysterio and he slithered free. Moments later, when the ref momentarily hung up in the ropes, Dirty Dom blasted his challenger with a boot and delivered the frog splash for the victory. Yeah, 6 out of 10. It's kind of predictable where it's going to be. Classic Dirty Dom, but you know, the match was alright. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Before it was our main event, the street fight between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, and the real John Cena was back here. The combatants utilised weapons early as if we need to be reminded it's a street fight. From there, the match took a more traditional form in which Rhodes survived an AA kicking out at 2. His method will be tested later when Cena drove him through the Spanish announce table, the same move to the delight of a majority of fans in MetLife. It was not enough to keep Rhodes down, though as the challenger kicked out at 2. The fight spilled out of the ring, though the stands and one to the stage before returning to the ring, where frustration began to set in for Rhodes. After failing to defeat the champ, despite throwing him through a table and delivering a crossroads, he emerged with a turnbuckle and blasted his opponent for it twice. On the third attempt, Cena tripped him up and applied the STF with the ropes, throwback to 2007 against Umaga. The American Nightmare escaped and it eventually delivered his Roman Reigns defending trifecta of crossroads. Cena kicked out. The back and forth continued until Rhodes countered an avalanche AA through the table, delivering a Cody cutter from up the top and finishing the champ off with another crossroads. After the bout, Rhodes and Cena embracing the passing of the torch moment, not unlike the one the latter enjoyed with The Rock 12 years earlier. From there, they ended it on this shocking note when Brock Lesnar made his WWE return, laying out Cena with an F5 to close the show. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I thought the match was excellent, absolutely brilliant. The passing of the torch moment I thought worked beautifully. That gets a 9 out of 10 for me. And the whole Brock Lesnar stuff, I did not see that coming at all. Obviously, there's lots of stuff going in the background. I'm not going to get into that now, I would say. Just a shocking moment. I'm intrigued to see Cena Lesnar feud, where Lesnar's going to go from here, and what else is going to go down. A crazy finish, and Cody Rhodes is once again champion. Overall, SummerSlam gets an 8 out of 10 from me. This night too, I think night 1 was definitely worse off than the second night. I thought this was, on the whole, really, really strong. A great match, obviously to close it, a mental shock, and I thought just throughout the quality of the action was probably better than what we saw. So gets an 8 out of 10 from me. For this video, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.